Okay, so my name is Sheila and you may have watched the 2 previous clips. This is the 3rd clip in the series of codependency. And what we're going to talk about now is our needs. A lot of people don't know what their needs are, or a lot of people, we can misrepresent our needs. So we can think we need someone to put out the rubbish, when actually what we might need is support, but we focus it on a particular area, and lots of us do that. So I'm going to do a little exercise in this clip about how to be clearer about your needs, okay? So the first thing is we all have them, and I haven't come across a need that is unjust yet with my coaching clients. So what I would say is that a lot of people have some shame or guilt around particular needs. Some of the most common ones that I hear guilt or shame around are the sexual needs or the needs for care and support. They kind of come up the most frequently, where people are unsure if it's okay to ask for them. What I say is that our needs are our needs, and that if we're not asking for them directly and consciously, then we're trying to get them met unconsciously and indirectly, which can lead to a lot of hurt, because you could be asking someone to put out the bin, and they're not putting out the bin because they don't like the smell of the bin, but that then hits the need of support for you, so you feel unsupported. It wasn't really ever about the bin, okay? So it's really important to be clear what your needs are, and these are the things that help you function at your best. Now, a lot of us project our needs onto others when we're codependent, or else we deny our needs, so we go from one extreme to the other. What is really good about this little exercise is that we're looking at our needs as valuable and important, but we're not necessarily saying that it's somebody else's responsibility to meet them. What we're saying is that it's first our responsibility to acknowledge them, and then to look for ways that we can meet them in a healthier way, in a more conscious way. So the place to start with that would be, what is it that you need? So how you work that out is you kind of go around your day making loads of decisions, looking for loads of things, and we often do it indirectly. So we might keep going to the boss, telling him what we've done, but not know that we're doing it for approval. So what I'm asking you to do is to look at your daily behaviours over the next coming days, and then to look at what it was you actually needed from that behaviour. So what was that thing you did actually telling you about your needs? So this will take about 3 days to do, because you need to kind of see a little bit of a pattern. But if you get a journal and you start noticing the things you do, and then ask yourself, I wonder what need was in that? What was I looking for from that action? And that can be a really kind of quick way to access your needs, to access clarity around what it is that you need. Now again, if you want some help around it, feel free to email me. There's links to my website, and you can just come back and you might need a little extra guidance around it. There's no problem, just pop me an email and we'll see what we can do. Or you can contact me on social media, so on Instagram or on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Sile Walsh 1. So it'd be really interesting to see how you get on over the next 3 days. And again, just to summarise it nice and quickly, every time you take an action, ask yourself, what is it I'm trying to get from this? What is it that I want from this situation? And that then will start to tell you what your needs are. You kind of list them over 3 days. And then at that point, you have a really clear list of what you need. And then you can kind of, we'll say, distill it down into maybe a couple of core needs, the ones that feel the most important to you. And at least by acknowledging what your needs are, it's going to be easier about getting them met by yourself. So you're going to be able to give them to yourself a bit better, but also about asking others for them in a way that isn't demanding or dismissive of what you need. It's authentic and it's clear and it's safe to do so because you know what they are. Whereas if you don't know, we can spend a lot of time arguing about the bin. We can spend a lot of time arguing about being unappreciated by our boss, and we can not actually be coming to the core piece of what we want from them. And we may not actually be asking ourselves, how are we trying to meet this need? Does it work? Often it doesn't work, and often we have to actually change our strategy for getting our needs met. But the first step is knowing what they are and being able to own them and be clear about them. So I'm going to leave you with that, and hopefully I'll see you in one of the other clips. Take care now. Bye.